Greetings streamers, today we're going to show you how to remove a rusted screw with this screw extractor set, but before, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notifications, and give us a like if you do enjoy this video. So we got this set from Amazon and it's made of hardened steel, and it's very useful because it's for smaller size diameter screws, like our case. And it's very well organized, so you got always a pair of drill bits for creating the holes that you will need to on the screws, and also the extractor sets, which are threaded tips that will make thread on the rusted screw so that you can remove it. Now this is what we're going to work on. It's a locking mechanism of a window, and as you can see it's very rusted and the screws are seized. So we're going to remove them to replace them with a new set of screws and a new set of locking mechanisms. So we need to verify the dimensions and the diameter of the screw that comes with a new set, which is very similar to the one existing. However, because the screws are rusted, they have actually bloated, so you do not know what the proper diameter is. So we're going to use and compare, and we found out that the number 5 drill bit is very similar in diameter to the diameter of the screw that we're using. 5 millimeter, it's about a 1/4 inch diameter, just to give you a rough idea. And as you remember, and we pointed it out, the screw set comes in pairs. So there's a number 5 drill bit and there's also a number 5 extractor that they're matched, so that when you use the drill tip, you will also use the exact same extractor to remove the strip screw. But again, we're going to show you that there's a small difference, and sometimes using a little bit bigger extractor system or tip will work better than using the one that it's matched to the set. So the number 5 works, is the same diameter. You don't want it to be way too bigger, because then you will pretty much strip also the screw and you will not be able to remove it, because you will pretty much split the screw head from the screw. So we know that we should use the number 5, but the number 4 extractor screw or drill bit, it's better because it has a broader or a little bit bigger tip than the number 4 or the number 5, so it doesn't require you to drill that much, because the screw head will actually get a better hold on the surface as when compared to the number 5. So we're going to show you there's not much of a difference, but the number 4 one, which is a little bit bigger, works better. Now we're going to use a lot of penetrating oil, because we don't know if these screws are very well seized on the window, and it's made of aluminum on the other side, so we do not want to bend or damage the aluminum. So we sprayed some of the WD-40 and let's wait for a few hours for it to work. Now we're going to connect our drill bit number 5 to the connector rod that you use on your drill bit as a drill bit. Remember that you need to properly secure it. We already draw and made a small hole there, as you can see. So you notice that it's shiny, but again, as soon as we touch the screw, the material is falling apart. So this screw is very rusted, so it means that we might need to drill a little bit more until we find some material that it's not rusted, and then it can provide us a good grip whenever we're going to use the extractor set. So we're going to use the extractor after we made this small hole with the drill bit, and let's try out to see if there's need to drill a little bit more, or if we can work with this drill bit. Always do it counterclockwise and at very slow RPMs. There's no need to go fast, because you might end up damaging the tip of the screw. Now you notice that the extractor removes some of the material, so it means that this screw is very corroded and rusted, and it's falling apart even at the surface level of the screw head. So we need to drill a little bit more until we find some really good material strong enough for the extractor set to get a grip of and remove the screw. So we're going to use again the drill bit number 5 slowly until we find some better material or a little bit more metal that is not rusted, so that the extractor gets a good grip of it. So we try slow again. It requires a lot of patience, I can tell you, because we have tried it with other screws and it took us some time. Sometimes it's going to work on the first attempt, sometimes it will take 10, 15. It all depends on what you're dealing with. So we're going to use the extractor again, and let's see if it does work. slowly counterclockwise, trying to encourage this extractor head to create the threads for it to get a grip of that screw and extract it. If you go too fast, you will strip the material out, especially if it's a rusted screw. So it's not working, and let's fast forward this video. We're going to use, again, the number 5 drill bit, prepare the surface a little bit more, and use the number 4 extractor to get a better grip and remove this rusted screw. So we have done it. We have prepared more of the surface with a drill bit, which strips away all the rusted material and leaves a shiny metal, which is some good metal on which we can use or create a thread with the extractor set and try to remove it. Now, as you can see, we did manage to remove this screw, but only the head, because since it seized, the rest of the screw broke. So we only removed the head, but the body of the screw is still inside the aluminum. So it means that we need to use a smaller drill bit now to remove the rusted thread that is stuck inside the aluminum. This can happen, but it's nothing to worry. You can choose if you want to use a drill bit, a regular drill bit, a metal drill bit, and drill the corroded screw outside, but we don't want to damage the aluminum. So we're going to use a little bit more, but we're not going to show you in the video because it does take a lot of time. So let's remove the upper one that is in a better condition so that you can see how this works. Now, if you want to remove the material that is attached to the extractor set, you need to change the direction of rotation of your drill and set it up clockwise, and you, with a set of pliers, get a hold of the material and just turn. Now we remove the upper one, very easy, with one attempt. We use the drill bit and then we use the extractor, and as you can see, it was a good to go. So it always depends on what type of screws you're working on, but remember, you do need to have a lot of patience because you cannot use it at high RPMs. Remove it using the clockwise rotation and a set of pliers, and as you can see, the extractor does work. So thanks again for watching, and goodbye.